So that's nice. New chat's opened up, and if I go onto this, nothing is happening. Okay. I just have a quick look at other ones. Pop into YouTube very quickly. That's right here. Live. Go live right now, apparently. Let's have a look to see if it's actually pulling through properly. Live. Go live right now, apparently. Let's have a look to see if it's actually pulling through properly. Nice. Looks like I'm a couple of seconds behind, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Do I have to have anything open? Don't believe I do. Alright, hi everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at a past paper on the MODELOFF. So this is something that I've had saved in my documents for quite a while actually. And you know, when I first started learning more advanced Excel, what I found myself doing was trying to come up with overly complex solutions for potentially quite simple problems. And so I thought it'd be really cool to go back to this after I think I tried to create some VBA script to crawl through word searches and stuff like that rather than just using very simple formulas. So I thought it'd be nice to go back to this and have a quick look and see how I'd go about trying to solve this problem, you know, 5 or 6 years later. So let's have a quick look at what the PDF says. When it finally loads. So it says for this case study, you will solve a range of word search problems using Excel. For each question, you will be given a grid of letters on a separate tab in the supporting Excel file. So at different size grids, each grid will be accompanied by a list of words that may or may not appear in the grid. One letter in a grid may be used in multiple words. None of the words are palindromes. Okay. They can appear all different types of directions. So this seems interesting. Running top to bottom, left to right seems easy to me. Top to bottom, left to right, both directions seems interesting. Question 45 to 52. Diagonal. Sorry, when I said seems interesting, seems really obvious how to do this. I can think of formulas already I can use on a cell, on a sheet like this to grab strings going left to right and up to down. Diagonally, no flipping idea. I really don't have any idea at all. And it looks like these are going 45. No, yeah. So it looks like I'm gonna have some goes diagonally on a 10 by 10 grid. Thank goodness, because I've got no idea how I'd go about doing that. I had no idea how I'd go about doing that without, or with like a larger grid. I don't know how I'd go about doing that. Just sign into my, I'll tell you what, this live stream and stuff, Excel at, I'm supposed to be signing into. How many screens can you guys see? If I just show my password. Okay, all good. Looks like I can pop in now. So, let's have a look. I think so. It's not always just a matter of finding all of the words inside this grid or seeing whether or not these words exist in this grid, but it looks like there are different questions each time. So what I'll do is I'll go question by question. I think I might look at the answers every single time to make sure. I could do the answers at the end, I guess. It'd be a real bummer if I've got it wrong the entire time though, eh? Yeah, I'll save the answers to the end. And then I'll just try and do my best to think out loud and explain to you how I'm trying to solve each of these issues. So this first question here, 39, is obviously in tab 39. It says, which word from the word list appears in the grid? I think I'm going to try and use a formula that can be used over and over again, but apparently only one of these words exist. So what I'm going to start by doing actually is I'm going to hit, actually I'll put an exclamation mark in each of these cells around the outside of the grid. And the reason why I'm doing this is because what I'm nervous about is when I join all these up eventually, I'm scared a word's going to start here and finish off here, and obviously they're not going to count that, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to use the exclamation marks around the grid as a way of separating them off. This should be fairly simple. So if I just do a text, I could probably do concat, if I'm honest. I'm not going to though. A text join, and then ignore empty cells. Doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to grab all of these and see how Excel wants to join items in a list. Sorry, items in a grid. And it looks like, from what I can tell, DAC, S. One thing I didn't do is I didn't expand it out to CD. So I want to see what happens. If I zoom in very quickly. Looks like what it does, thankfully, is it goes across to S and starts off again, finishes at V, Q. Does that finish at K? It does indeed. So what it looks like it actually does is it looks like it can go, it looks like this goes, when you use a text join function, it goes left to right. I wonder if that's the same with concat as well. I'm not a MODELOFF competitor, by the way, but nowhere near competitive. So while these guys are doing it in much faster scenarios than me, at a much faster pace than me, I'm going to be taking my time. I'm not as clever as those people. I'm going to use concat because I reckon my instinct tells me it's going to be slightly better performance-wise. And since we're going on to grids that are like 100 by 100, I want to make sure that anything I use is as sort of as sleek and slim as possible. So this is what we got going for this. So what this does is this reads left to right. Now we've got to figure out some way of doing it top to bottom. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to transpose this. I'll give it a shot and I'll just see what it looks like at the end. So all I've done is I've transposed this data set here. So everything that goes up to down now goes left to right and vice versa. Looks like hopefully it's working. So DIQ, MAT, PUYM, yeah, and it starts off there and it starts off all over again. So all I want to do is concatenate. I think it will stick an exclamation mark on the end. Let's have a quick look. Come on. What was like a 500,000 exclamation marks? What the hell's going on there? That doesn't. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's this row here. Stupid Alex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. At least now I know where that ends. Nice little formula. Stuck it in Q8. So now we should have. If I pop this into a notepad, just so you guys can see what this looks like. Looks something like this. So now it's quite nice actually. Now we've just got each of the lists and each of the rows, and we'll probably be able to see. I can see Shrew right there. That's probably what word comes up. But what I'll do instead is I'll stick an equals if, actually instead of just is number search, open bracket, and then find text here. Within text, make this F4. Make this an absolute formula. Double close bracket, and we see the only one that shows through is Shrew. So I think Shrew's the answer to that one. I don't know where I put the answer. Answer here. Yeah, Shrew. Oh, actually, what I should stick it here, shouldn't I? Really. 39 Shrew. Okay, let's get on to question 40. See what's going on question 40. So question 40, which word from the word list does not appear in the grid? This looks like it should be really simple because this is the same thing. Say if I did this, copied that. Don't think it really matters, but I'm going to paste it in Q8. And I'll just stick, I don't think I even need to. I think I can stick spaces. It's okay, I'm going to do it anyway. Just so that, just to keep track of what I'm going on. What I was just thinking then, sorry, is I don't even need to have these exclamation marks. No, I do. I thought there would be spaces, but they just show through as no characters, so I do need these exclamation marks here. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. Should just be able to do this, should just be able to copy and paste this formula. It's the wrong one, isn't it? Stupid Alex. Stick that there. False. Oh. Bring that over to P. And we'll see which one doesn't exist. Smart doesn't turn up anywhere. It's the exact same thing. Answer, I think smart is the number that doesn't appear in here. What's question 41? How many words from the word list appear in the grid? Okay, so this is I can use the exact same formula. I'm glad I did this now, because I think I should just be able to grab this same formula and use it without doing, I'm going to mark these ones I've done as green. So I know myself and I know I'm going to end up using an old grid for a new question. Q8 I think it was I popped this into. That should give me, this is still 10 by 10, isn't it? Wrap it around in the exclamation marks for now, so I can separate them out, and suddenly we have the little exclamation marks here that are taking them together. So the question is, how many words appear? Should just be able to grab this formula, pop it in here. I'm actually going to double check. No, this can't be true. Ah, come on. Yeah, I forgot that one was in P. Tell you what, if I was competing, I think I'd just lose from clumsiness. So what's cool about this formula right here, this anything that returns a boolean, you can actually multiply it by 1, and it's going to convert your boolean into an integer, which means I can just sum this. So anything that's true is something that does have a word in here that matches up to here. So my answer is going to be 11. I don't have to check this though, that's the thing. Does look like this works fine. I'll pop into this formula here. Yeah, this only appears left to right, top to bottom. Does it go in both? When does it go to both directions? Yeah, there we go. Look, if I have a look at this one right here, left to right, top to bottom. It looks like the next question goes all 4 ways. So I've got the answer here. I think that's 11. Why does it start at 41? I think that's 11. Let's pop 42 in right here. Mark that one down as green. So now it gets more difficult because now we have to use a different formula or more formulas because it goes left to right, top to bottom, right to left, and bottom to top. Surely we can just reverse that string and it does the exact same thing. So, I tell you what, it'd be really stupid if I didn't get these formulas right. I'm getting paranoid now. I'm just going to double check this No, of course it's got to work because it's transposed. So this goes left to right, and that would have to go top to bottom, wouldn't it? So let me just take a quick look at question 42. Which word? Okay, looks like it's the same one. Just which one word exists here? So let's do what we normally do. And because it says one word, we could, like it says, right to left, left to right, top to bottom. But really, like, we could just try the front way round, going forward. because it's not. Because if one word is found in there, then it just says the one word. I don't know whether I'm explaining myself too well. But if I were to check this now, for example, I use this one right here. I should just make a copy it, shouldn't I? Paste it here. False. Using the right one. So say for example, if this turns up now, which it doesn't yet, so that means it must be right to left or bottom to top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. I reckon there must be a reverse. And there's not. How do you reverse strings? Let's have a look. Pop this over here. And how to reverse strings in Excel. It's like backwards instead of... Yeah, I'm not using the flipping mid formula. That can't be true. It seems like it wants me to do like a indirect mids. Goodness me. I'm just having a look at this right here. And it looks like what it wants me to do. This is a really cool website. I love websites like this because it just means you can copy and paste the formula for the most part. You're going to have to use an array formula. I get this now. So I think what I could do is, this is the first one. It's really frustrating, but I just sort of want to, you know, there are smoother ways of doing things. But I may as well just get something going first, you know. So I know I've got, it's a 10 by 10 grid here. It's actually 11 by 11 because I've got the exclamation marks. If I do something like that, um, 11 by 11 minus sequence. So now it's 121. So I have to go 11 by 11 and the plus 1 right here. So we've got 121 down to 1. So we have a sequence here that will do that. I'm going to keep this like this for now. You know, in the future I might pop it into a single formula. So what I'm looking to do right now is to find a reverse of this. I would need to do equals mid. Ugh. Start number would be my formula. I'm just going to take that. Oh, here we go. Yes, I'm going to stick this here for now. Start number would be formula. Number of chars is 1. So now I've got B right here, which is should be the 121st. Let me just pop this in. No, that's definitely not the right way. Start number of chars. Start number is 121. I'll stick this here. Something fishy going on here. Yeah, Q8 is working that. Just number of chars. If I do 2 instead, 12. If I do 10, start number, if I do 10 instead. Oops, upside head. Where's that from? Nonsense. No idea what's going on there, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try sticking this formula in anyway. Classic. Nope, this is a 1 right here. Is there a B right at the end? See what I mean? Where's that B come from? How bizarre. I just don't believe that to be true. QA. What am I doing? I'm going to do this actually. Where the hell's I getting that B from then? Well, it's just a B. Oh, I know what's going on. I think it starts all over again. You start off 121. If I did this instead, got rid of that. Yeah, there we go. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom of this, got B at the start. Yeah, I see. So what I need to do... Yeah, there's 121, but this looks like it goes from 120 down to 0 or whatever. So sequence 11 by 11, and then I'm going to... It is funny, when you build formulas like this, you can't really explain how they're working. But you make small adjustments, and we have all the way down to B. If I look at the count, will it give me a count? 120. Which means this one's missing right here. I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. And I'm going to concatenate all of them. Ugh. But will I feel ill now? And I've got to check. I mean, I could definitely clean this up a little bit more. But what's the point? Like, I've got something working right now. Well, the bad thing is I'm going to have to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more times. So it's definitely worth sticking this. No, I think what I should do is I should have a, first iteration, orientation. Then if I go second orientation, and if I stick this one right here, and I know it should be right, and then there's going to be a third and a fourth, I think. Just a third. No, there's going to be diagonal in all directions, which is going to be a flipping nightmare. So I'll do a concat of all of these. I'll give it 4 spaces, equals concat, open brackets, and then I'm going to concatenate these two. Then I'll test this one right here. That's what I think I'll do. Help. You can go do one, fella. I don't need your help. I've never needed your help. Concat. Now if I did with instead of Q8, if I did this, we'll see. Well, 1 should show up. That's how I know it's right. Is 1 shows up. That's funny. That shouldn't happen at all. If I did this, equals nothing at all. Maybe I've done something wrong then. What have I done? Am I just going to have to build the right to left to see how it works? Seems like a smart idea, doesn't it? What is this doing? This is equal to Q9. Oh, here we go. That's the problem. Equal to Q9. If I do equals to Q8, none of this changes at all. Obviously doing something wrong. If I were to put BZBL, I'll just put BZBL here, or in the reverse one. ISFFT. So I did not expect to get stuck this early on. Something wrong with this formula. Or not, maybe I'm being really stupid. Yeah, Q9. That turns to true. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here. What could I be doing wrong? I've got an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out for the time being. I'm going to try and build it left to right, top to bottom, classic, right to left, and then left to right. Ah, that's smart. No, wait, no, bottom to top. All right, let me do left to right first. Should be really easy. Actually, I'll stick these over one. Give myself some space. Add this on. So I'm just going to try and rebuild all of these formulas separately, just so. Am I still streaming? Yes, I am. It says stops. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Equals concat. Know that this does not. I don't know what the character limit is on actually. I don't know whether it's going to start to run out of characters at some point. Let me just have a quick look. Come on. Character limit on in cell. Okay, 32,000 characters. I should be okay for now. I've got a funny feeling when we get to the 100 bar 100 equals 100 times 100. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to string all these all together, so I may as well just test all of them now. So let me just do top to bottom. I'll do the exact same thing, but I'll transpose that bit in the middle. Transpose the cell range, open bracket, close bracket. Perfect. Let's hit enter. Can't believe I'm in 27 minutes already. I'm 3. This might be a 2-hour live stream. It's ridiculous. I don't know why I'm doing that. So now we got BBKOT. It's OKNY. And then start it again. ZPL. Yeah, that looks okay. And then this looks okay as well. BZBLB. GGZW. Yeah, and I get the exclamation mark, and it looks like it starts all over again. So I don't know. Stick this here. I'll stick this here, and I will add checks like this. Actually, I'll put this here instead. So instead of having all of the checks in one go, I can check them all here. So that means we're going to do equals if find text within text. Actually, no. Find text within text. I did this. Yeah, there we go. Double close bracket. I'll just adjust it manually as I go across. So nicely done, Alex. I'm gonna make the formulas absolute. I'll stick asset at the end of this, for example. Just test this very quickly. Asset comes through as true. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this formula over here, make some adjustments. Asset, pop this one down, enter, false. There must be a better way of reversing this. I can't believe that there's not like a backwards formula or like a equals back B reverse. Alright. So stupid. I wonder if you can text. I'm just going to try something out here. Start number 1. Number of chars. If I do -1, chars 1. That doesn't work. No, you know how in Python you can sort of index, if you index things negatively. If I were to do this, I tell you what, recently you could do Python formulas inside Excel. I think that feels like cheating considering how old this past paper is. How on earth am I going to reverse this string in Excel? Could create a function, a custom function in. Oh, looks like there's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty cool way of doing this now. If I just find one online. Okay, there's a cool one on XL and CAD. Looks like they figured it all out for you right here. So just flash them up. These guys look like they've figured a formula out. So I'm going to pop this in and see if this works. Instead of doing B3, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it here. Instead of doing B3, I'm going to do this one right here. Instead of doing B3, I'm going to do this again. I could figure out how this works, or I could just get it working. Don't worry about it later on. That looks like it works fine. Perfect. So I've got a working formula. I'll black box it. I don't understand how it works. But it's one of those things where do you need to really understand how it works? I would answer no. So my right to left is all of this thing, just reversed. Looks good to me. I'll do the exact same thing here. I'll grab all of these. Grab all of these and bring them up to the top to bottom instead. I reckon if anyone's watching this in the future, they're going to be screaming at me because I've done something really obviously wrong. Does this and then IATES. Just 8 is that, or something like that. So stupid if it is. Okay. Tell you what I could have done is just search for this now. Oh, that would have been way simpler. I've got the reverse right here. I don't know why I'm not doing that. So equals is number search. I'm going to bring this across. Makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? Just bring this formula across and make some adjustments. There, how it works. This is right to left. Bang. Bottom to top. I'll tell you what, I think nothing's going to work. Whee! Witness true. It's cash. Oh, that took way too long. Alright, 42 cash. Now we've figured out the orientation, I should start to battle through these a little bit faster, hopefully. It's been 33 minutes already. Let me go. Yeah, bottom to left, left to right, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me figure this. Let me add this. Thank goodness for these guys. Managed to find that formula. So, question 43. 43? Am I on right now? Which word from the word list does not appear? Does not appear in the grid. Okay, so it's the exact same thing. I'm going to copy all this over, basically. And paste it in P8. Anything changes really as a result of that, but I'll do everything I normally did. Yeah, I can't believe people do this under time pressure. Crazy. So which one does not appear? So if I do equals max, and then do this, and then times it by 1. That doesn't work. What if I did this times 1? I do wonder. This is what I'm going to do actually instead. Makes it way. So I'm looking for one row where there's no trues basically. Equal to, and add false right here. Should be just a red bar. Credit, that's it. Credit's number 3. May as well just P8, stick this all in. Quite cool that we've got conditional formatting on it now. P8. Yeah, if you had to do this thing over and over again every month for whatever reason, you come up with a smarter way of doing this. But I feel like sometimes when you're building things, you just have to get something that works well enough. So what's my question for number 44? How many words from the word list appear in the grid? Okay, perfect. So I've just got to count. Now it'd be nice. Now it'd be nice to come with a formula. So I do count ifs. True. Yeah, because I'm looking for how many come up. So do something like this. None of them. Obviously, one's going to be here. So these will show up at least once. If I come up with the sum of this, we've got 6. 6 of these words appear. So asset never appears. Debt never appears. Price never appears. Oh no! It's a bigger list now. Have the words changed each time as well? Let me just double check. Thank goodness I figured that out now. Imagine going through the whole thing and that not happening. So let me just copy. The good thing is this formula works vertically quite well. I'm gonna RHBH. I'm just gonna stick. Ooh. O equals 10. This is still 10 by 10, isn't it, as well? I'm gonna have to make some adjustments as so. I should have 10 here. I want to go through all these answers later on, but for me the case is always. I don't double check things. I've got to learn to double check things, not just try and rush through. Despite the fact I've been doing this for 38 minutes. Just double check to make sure. Oh, here we go, yeah. Little things, Alex, little things you got to figure out, man. They could be putting so many snidey little tricks in here. No, still 10. No snidey little tricks this time around. $45. When does it become 20 by 20? Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, let me copy this over one more time. P8, I believe. P8. I'll grab this. Bring it over a little bit, just so it's a little bit bigger. Need to bring this. Get rid of all of this stuff. Now, what's the question for 45? Which word does not appear in the grid? Oh, that's not good. I saw a bunch that didn't exist then. Diagonally in each direction. This is going to be a real challenge right now. I'm just going to go freshen up.
new sheet. Call it tester. 45, aren't we? Starts at D6 or whatever. D6. Spreadsheet out. Basically, I have to figure out a way to. It sort of goes like this, then this, then this. Oh no. And it starts the other way, this, and then this, and then this. So we just track these numbers here. So say I have one X and a column called Y. What I should be able to do now is I should be able to track how diagonally the indices go out. So first it's 1, 1, then it goes 2, 1. This is X here, isn't it, right? Y. Yeah, it is. So it goes 2, 1. So I see a pattern emerging. Then it goes 3, 1. No, this doesn't go 2, 2. 2, 2's here. So this goes 2, 1, then it goes 1, 2, doesn't it? Wait, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and this goes 3, 1. Then it goes 2, 2, and 1, 3. No idea. How the So the fact that some people did this in a time limit is for, I'm starting to get someone now, 4, 1, and then it goes 3, 2, 3, and then it goes, what will I do, 2, 3 I think probably, and 2, 3. I wish I could test this out somehow. I think I can do R and C formulas, you know. Let's go to 4, 1 first. 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 4. So what's the pattern then? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what's going on right now. This goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want to do is I want to be able to highlight these. I don't know. Should I just test it? I think I should just test it.
I've had my mic off the entire time, so it's been really quiet. Luckily, I've got no viewers, so it doesn't matter at all. I wonder how long that's been going on for. I think it's probably just since I've come back. So sorry, what I've done is I've had X and Y here.
Let me just test to see. Seems like it's a little bit quiet, but
yeah, you guys should have heard what's happening there. But I think I've figured out the pattern. So X goes up incrementally up in the sort of ladders. So 1's a ladder, actually goes down, and 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. It goes 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3. So basically this sort of the opposite almost, but it starts with this 1 here. So how do I reference this? This is 0, 0 right here. Is there an offset formula? Offset, reference, and rows, cols. This needs to be the other way around, I think. That's not true. It's 2, 1. Well, 0, 0. No, that can't be. Yeah, 1, 1 right here. 2 across, 1 down. That's J. How the hell is that? Oh, I'm being stupid. That's an absolute. I tell you what. If you don't forget, if you don't remember your absolute formulas, Y and then yeah, I was wrong. So this is E. This is D. Let's have a look. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, looks like I've cracked it now. I've just got to figure out a way to be able to generate this formula, basically. So if I have a look at this as a relative to sort of R or N, I guess, 2, 3, 4. Right down to 10. So I've got X, Y here. This is N. I think I might have to stop at 1 hour and get back to this next week, but I don't mind. I could spend hours and hours and hours doing this. So let's focus on X for now. So we have X, for the first iteration, X is equal to N. X is equal to N here again. Wait a second. 1, 2, 1. Oh yeah. I thought I was losing the plot slightly then. I'll film these, I'll hide these. This looks good, so this is X equal to N, which is fine. This is X equal to N, which is fine. This one is not X equals to N in the slightest. N minus 2. N minus 1. N minus 3. N minus 4. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. N minus 0, 0. I'll tell you what, I hope this is like a Fibonacci sequence or something. There's not going to be, is it 2, 1, and 3. This is 4 here. This can't be the case. This cannot be. They're triangle numbers, aren't they? If I look at this, this is 1, 2, 1. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. So this is what it is here. Don't know whether I even need to. Oh, I don't know anymore. So that's what it is. It's a triangle number. So if I want to do triangle numbers, oh, let me just bring that out one more time. How would I count this? I'd go 1. Start from here, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's what I'd actually do. So what I could do is I could build a grid. If there's a programmatic way of building a grid here, if I do this. It's the same number of rows as the maximum number is what I've got to do. So if I did something like this, 1, and then went down to 10. This is all, like this all, sorry if I'm not explaining this to her, but this all doesn't quite make sense in my head. But what I'm thinking of right now is this could become a formula very, very easily. I could figure out a sort of a maths formula for this. But what I could do as well is I could just figure out a way of creating this shape, 4x, and copy and paste that into this, then I won't have to worry about the formulas at all. So if, for example, this is what I'm thinking, sequence, and I'm going to 121, but for now I'm just going to do 10. And then what I'm going to do is going to be transpose sequence. Yeah, whatever, I forgot a closing bracket. See what I mean? I've got this shape right now. And now what I need to do is I just need to text join and then delimiter, nothing at all. Actually, I should probably delimiter, comma, ignore empty, true. We do want to ignore empties. I flipping love Excel. This is crazy. Now I've got, check this out. If I just have a look at this, equals transpose text split text column delimiter, comma. No, it's not worked. 1 1 2 1. Wait, is this Y actually? Let's have a look. Equals. What? Oh yeah. Probably been read as a text, isn't it? Yeah. Boom! Yes! Oh, that's so sick. And then for Y, no, it is 74. That's funny. That's really funny. I thought I thought this would be 50. I thought this would be 54, 55. Oh yeah, of course, because it didn't start at row 1, did it, you nana? So I reckon finding X is just the opposite way. Will I be allowed to do that though? I'm gonna need to reverse the flipping formula again. I don't want to do that. I hate having to reverse these formulas. So this one's Y right here. I'm gonna have to go. This instead is gonna read right to left and just go 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. That's what this is doing instead. So same thing, but what I've got to do is I've got to. This is Y right here. For X, it's going to be something slightly different. And how I'm planning on applying this to. How I'm planning on applying this to the spreadsheet is a completely different thing. This is definitely something I can do in one formula, but I'm not going to. That would be stupid. Can you do a backwards sequence? Start, step. There we go. Yes, you can. Oh, wait a second. There's a step. There's a step bit here. I guarantee that is going to be. I should really do -1 there. If not, Microsoft Excel, I've got a lot to answer for. -1. No, I didn't do it right, did I? Yeah. Step doesn't work. Sorry, fella. That's so stupid. So what I was expecting to do is be able to... No, wait. Start, yeah. Start -1. Step -1. Well, that's not going to work, is it? What I could do instead. This is so hacky, but equals max. Here we go. This is so, I don't know. I feel like I should probably, what will probably happen if I can go is blank. So all I've done here, I've built something to get the reverse of this basically, but I wonder if I just have to build this one. This is definitely the key. I remember this is the key. So this is X, this is Y, this is X. And what I actually want to do is I want to drop this way. I want to do 100 of these because basically what I want to be able to do is just reference this. I want to be able to reference this sheet whenever I'm accessing anything diagonally. What I'm going to do is I know this formula now, so this formula. So basically, what this does is this. If this is not blank, it takes this value away from the max value here, and then plus is 1. So in this case, this should be 2. So it's going to take 1 away from the max value here, which is 2, and then minus is 1. I think. Yeah, you can see it works. You know, I've got 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, which is the X. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to get a sequence. I'm going to create an X. Probably a Y one actually first. Despite the fact you want to do X first. I want to create a Y sheet. I'm going to have to pop off in just 1 second. I want to finish, create this tool here. Tool. And then I'll reference this elsewhere. So I want equal sequence. Hopefully as I'm creating this, something more easy will come up to mind. So how do I do this in the tester? Equal C. Okay, perfect. Equals. So this is the key, right? Y. And I put key here. Equals sequence. Make sure I transpose this bit. Okay. There we go. Now I should be able to do bottom of this one and go all the way to the top. Column. Yeah, this address -3. Control enter. -2. Now we have a reference here where we can see all the way across. Well, I mean, going up to 20 will be enough. That gives me 221. But we have to do 100 by 100 at some point. So there's going to be lots and lots and lots. If I look at the count here. Count of ones. 5,000, which is half the amount we need for the 100 by 100 grid. So for that later on, we'll do X key right here. And I can paste this as values. We don't need to keep this right here. I really hope this works. remember how this works. So what this is going to be is this is going to be equals max. That's not right. That's okay, I'll figure it out later on. That's not right at all. Equals max. What do I have to do next? Be this cell minus. Yeah, I don't like the way that works. I want a better way of doing that. Looks like we've hit 102 right now. So what I'm going to do is I'll stop it right here and we'll pick this up next week on Sunday. Hope this helps. Speak to you soon. Bye.